Well, folks, it's been 2 weeks since I was last on the podcast. I said I'd pop on tonight and have a chat, which is just in regards to the game tomorrow and other topics. Let me know if it's glitching or if it's quite slow because the internet has actually been poor the last couple of days. So we'll see what's going on. Hope everyone's doing well. A very happy St. Patrick's weekend as well. Good luck to Ireland against Scotland tomorrow in the Six Nations. Hopefully, we'll win the Six Nations. We've got a bit to talk about tonight. Obviously, injuries, the St. Johnstone game coming up, the merchandise that are coming out. We'll talk about Rocket Vata, Daniel Kelly, Carter Vickers, Callum McGregor, and then the games as well. And then obviously the Cup semi-final against Aberdeen. So if this is your first time tuning into my channel, please do like and subscribe. It should be a little bit better now. Matt just started fixing it there. Audio's good. I said the internet's been poor the last couple of days. Had to have an engineer now to fix it, so it's still the exact same. This is what happens when you live in buildings that are like 100 years old. But hope everyone's doing well. Just to everyone, I've just took a break off the channel for a couple of days just to recharge the battery. So didn't get any post-match reaction into Livingston last week. Obviously the merchandise came out the other day. We're going to talk about the merchandise in the channel. Just to scroll up here. Is it just another marketing stunt from Celtic, or would you right to bring it out to obviously promote? Well, this is obviously the jersey from last year. This is the better jersey in my eyes. I think this jersey is better than this jersey. I honestly believe. I just think the collar looks slick better on it. The colours will stand out. Looking around, the green is nice. Pinstripe is nice. The sleeves are nice on it. I just think it looks real cheap looking. I don't know if anyone agrees with me. I just think it looks really cheap looking. I don't think the rest of the gear doesn't look cheap. I think that looks slick. That top does. Looks absolutely lovely. The bottoms look real tacky. I don't like the bottoms, to be honest with you, folks. I wouldn't be caught dead wearing them things anyway. They're bleeding rotten. The jumper's lovely. Jumper's an absolute cracker. But this is the best out of them all, I think. This jacket's class. They should have done this in like a hoodie and a polo top. That edition would have been absolutely nice. So who's giving a like here? Joseph, thanks very much on Facebook, giving a like. We have 10 tuning in on Facebook, 23 tuning in on X, and 11 on YouTube. So yeah, we'll kick it on. Kaiser says, I like the stuff, but with the board handling my money, not spending, I don't think we have enough of it. They just, at the end of the day, they just want to keep making money out of the fans. And yes, it's no one's putting a gun to your head to say, buy this merchandise. You know, what I find strange is the jersey, the Irish Origins jersey last season was like over 70 odd quid. But this season, the same, like Irish Origin jersey is only 55 quid. Because you know that people are copping onto them. That's what it is. It's not because of cost saving, because people are copping onto them. You know, at the end of the day. How's it going, Tartan? Hope you're well. Don't like the new gear, cheap looking. Exactly. Some of the tops are nice. I just think the actual jersey looks cheap looking, to be honest with you. But I agree, the jumper and the jacket's two best items. I love the jacket. I love to see them wear the kit tomorrow. They probably won't wear it. You know, typical marketing stunt as usual. How's it going, Daniel, in South Africa? I hope you're well. So 60 people are tuning in tonight. Tell us how you're feeling about St. Johnstone tomorrow. The last time we played St. Johnstone at Celtic Park was back in August, just around the start of the season, just before the Glasgow Derby, and we drew 0-0. That was an horrendous game. And I always talk about results. I always talk about the games where we didn't get the maximum points, because all these games come towards the last of the season, the remainder of the season, we can't mess up. And could be come down to the likes of these games you drop points where could lose us the league. You know, interesting times. Adrian, how you getting on, mate? What's the story? Hope you're well. Good picture, but nice point there on the table. Is that the long sleeve jersey you picked up from the guy on the Celtic Facebook chat marketplace? I put a bid in but I told him to hold it to the end of the month, and he said no, you wanted to get rid of them as soon as possible. So I have it in short sleeve. It's grand. It's a nice top. I like that pink jersey. I know some people are not into it, but I like it. So comfortable as hell. The home kit with the white badges on the tip of the top for me, bro. We should exactly. They done it with the 125 years anniversary of the hoops. They done it for. It's literally money. It's a money racket. And I know, as I said, no one's forced to buy the merchandise. Some fans will boycott it because you just feel like we're not spending the money. We're not being productive. We're not putting the money back into the team. It's just being put into, the board's pockets. And I'll agree with you. So I just think it's an absolute shocker. Like, that's 5 jerseys this season. 5 jerseys, You have the 3 basic jerseys. Then you got your 125 years hoops, which that was a limited edition jersey, which you can't get anymore. And then you got this jersey where this will be a limited edition as well. But there's more to talk about than just football jerseys tonight, folks. There's 74 people tuning in. I know people are probably annoyed when I say that, but it's a big thing to me. When I see so many people tuning in, it's great. I know people watch it after the live podcast. They say, why do you keep saying there's so many people tuning in? Because I want it. Simple. So I'm going to the game tomorrow, folks. A massive thanks to me pal Amanda sorting me out. I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. Exciting times. Gonna be near the St. Johnstone fans. I was at the last game I was at was the Dundee 7-1 game. So cheers to Amanda for giving me our ticket for the game. Looking forward to going. I'm here this weekend. So Dennis is asking, should Laga Bielka play tomorrow instead of Welch? In my head, yes, I think it's a no-brainer. I think Laga Bielka is a better player than Welch. What I've seen, even when he playing for Elfsborg. But Welch has obviously been at the club long enough and he got a long-term deal. I think he's going to stick with Welch. I thought Welch was actually brutal against Livingston, to be honest with you. I thought him and Scales were shocking. There's just an awful defending for the 2 goals. Brutal defending. And that's just the whole back board. He looked brutal. But so Johnson would be taking a bit of confidence from them 2 goals Levy scored. They were 2 cracking goals as well, to be honest with you. But look, we got through. It was obviously a scrappy game of football. We could have had about 7 or 8. We just weren't clinical, and then we let them back in the game, and they almost made it 3-3. So lucky we got through. Obviously good to see KYOGO scoring as well. That was a lovely finish by KYOGO. Hope he's back to his best. Hopefully soon. We need him as soon as possible. I think we win 3-0 tomorrow. Can't see us coming good. I could see us coming good for the remainder of the season. We've been saying that a lot this season, Taryn. We've been saying that, we were saying that going into the game against Kilmarnock at Rugby Park, and we got beaten. We were saying that against Kilmarnock at home, we drew. It's nerving. I think it's because we're at the playing cup football last week. The league is starting to hit you now. Like, oh, this is the business end. Like, we have our international break coming up after this game, and hopefully we'll have Rio back playing against Livy. Hopefully we'll have Callum back against Livy as well, and then we have the derby coming up on the 7th of April, which everyone knows about. So Brendan Rodgers will have his hearing on the 28th of this month with the SFA. Obviously lawyers are being involved, and the club are going to be involved. Hopefully the club stand by him. I know they appealed the decision and was declined, but we can go on for days and weeks about the corruption with the referees and what teams they support and the decisions with VAR, and then the ref on the pitch not being, doing his job to the right stature. We could go on about forever, but look, it is what it is. The situation is we're second in the table. We shot ourselves in the foot. We didn't put teams to bed when we could have, and it's on own errors that we're second in the league. We can all blame the SFA as much as we want. At the same time, the football has not been comprehensive this season from the team that's out there, and the manager as well. As I said, get him to the end of the season and review it. I know the recruitment side is completely going to be revamped. Mark Lawwell leaving with his associate, but we'll talk about it all, folks. We'll talk about it all. It's good to be back on the podcast. As I said, I had to take a break for a couple of days. The internet has been bogey, so other stuff as well. But I've been obviously still keeping on tabs and other things. Paul, how you getting on, mate? Good to see you. I might see you tomorrow. How's it going, Charles? Charles saying 3-1. Good to see Plunge in here. Great to see Plunge. It's all a scam. Don't fall for it, guys. One jersey's enough. People go out and buy the whole merchandise, to be honest, if they have the money there. What jersey do I actually have on tonight? Oh, I have the 50 years Lisbon anniversary tour jersey on. We wore it against Hibs. In Hampden. Was it the 4-2 game? Musa came off the bench and scored 2, and Lustig scored 2 as well, if I'm correct. The semi-final of the League Cup, and then we wore it against Kilmarnock away as well. I think James Forrest scored as well. Have I said my team for tomorrow? I'm about to say my team for tomorrow in a minute, Paul. About to say it tomorrow. About to say it now, not tomorrow. Now, how's it going, Edward? I hope you think. What do you think? I think it will be a win tomorrow. I think we'll scrape a win tomorrow, to be honest, I think it's going to be 2-1. I think we still look quite vulnerable at the back, especially against these lower teams and the lower position teams that are down towards the relegation spots. I think we struggle against these teams because they're going ultra defensive. We're trying to get this free-flowing football through. We're too slow. We need to be more dynamic and more aggressive with the play. So, yeah, 100%, Dougie. There you go, Dougie. Dougie nailed it there. Greg Levine will park the bus. 100%. 100%. How are you getting on, Christopher? Hope you're well. Can't wait for Rio to return. I said earlier on one of my podcasts, I think Rio is as good as a player as Matt O'Reilly when Rio's playing, when Rio's on fire. We've seen how good Rio was last season. We've seen how good when he came in for these 4-6 months as well. The impact he made, that goal against Hearts, them 2 goals in the derby, that performance, his debut against Hibs. We know that he has it in the locker. That performance against Real Madrid, he is a good player. And once he can, get away, stay away from these injuries and settle, like it was just injury upon injury. Carter Vickers and him getting injuries. And look, we have players that should be stepping in, and we need leaders tomorrow on that pitch without our captain again. Obviously, he should be back for the game at the end of the month. Fingers crossed. So let's go in. There's 101 people tuning in. Comment below where you're watching from. If it's Edinburgh, if it's Fife, if it's Dublin, if it's Belfast, if it's Mayo, if it's Australia, if it's Canada, if it's the Fiji Islands, if it's whatever it is, you're gaff, having a cup of tea, having a bottle of Buckfast, whatever you're into. Please as well do subscribe to the channel. It's free of charge. It doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe. If you do want to contribute in any way, regards to money-wise, there is a subscription on YouTube for 99 pence to support the channel in an extra level, but you don't have to. It's look, at the end of the day, we're all in a cost of living crisis. Keep your pennies if you need to, I'm not putting that up. Guys are Rockskeed. Hail from the seaside. Smell the glove. Great to see him in. Evans enough against Livy, let's go in and kick off with the team, right? So let's drop these comments for a minute. We'll go in and we'll route the team out. There's the socials below as well on the bottom of the screen. Facebook, Instagram, X as well. So Paul was asking me, have I done the team? Yeah, we're going to do the team now. Just remove quite slow tonight, aren't we? Feel rusty. WD-40 on these hands. So this is the team, folks. This is the team here that I go for. Now look at Welch. Welch was a full cropped picture, by the way. He's not that small. So Joe Hart in goal. Carter Vickers back in the mix. Obviously, Liam Scales is out tomorrow with an injury. He picked up in training this week, so he won't be featuring in the squad tomorrow. Bit of a shame because I like Liam Scales. I thought he's done well this season. He's been one of our standout players. I know I've seen recent criticism about him, and you know what, him and Welch were dirt last week. But besides that, you have to give him the credit with the maximum games he's played this season. It's been brilliant. All the partnerships he's had been playing with, like Lagerbielke, Carter Vickers, Naroski, held his ground. So Carl Vickers be back in. Hopefully he does not pick up an injury. Touch wood. Alistair Johnstone right back. Greg Taylor left back. Obviously, Greg Taylor's been selected for the Scotland squad. So he was asked in the interview today, he might not be on the plane. All he needs to do is just put his head down, perform for his team, and then it'll be up to Steve Clark as well to give him the final show on the plane to Germany for the Euros. So yeah, that's for any Scottish fans that are interested about Greg Taylor's performances. Obviously, we did miss him when he was out, but it's good to see Taylor back. I've always been one of Greg Taylor's biggest critics over the years, and I've said it in the last 2 years. His work rate has improved. You could see that he gives everything for that jersey and everything for the fans. So yeah, look, it's fairly playing for a club like Celtic. There's always going to be high pressure, high demand, and you're one bad performance away from being criticised for the season. To be honest, it's crazy how it goes in football these days. But we'll give him the praise. So Iwata has to play in there. Iwata's been outstanding. He's been holding the fort. He's been outstanding, and it's good to see Tomoki come back from injury as well in recent games and holding that line. Matt O'Reilly, he's been a bit, off the grid since January, but hopefully we get El Matzer back playing to the style of football he's used to since the first half of the season. He got picked for the Danish team anyway. He's been called up for the Denmark squad, so that'll give him an extra incentive to be pushed for the Euros. Hopefully he gets in the Euro team. It'll bring his valuation up as well. If he has a good Euros, you could be looking at probably potentially maybe a 7 or 8 million. Depends how far the Danish get. Should he got to the semi-finals the last Euros. So Bernardo in there. The Benfica loanee. Folks, he's getting on that bus to Dublin, are you? That was absolutely brilliant last night. What were they thinking with that banner? What were they thinking? Nicholas Cohen was outstanding. I thought he was the man of the match last week against Livy. Look, I've been slating Nicholas Cohen. I haven't seen enough of him. And what we've seen of him, he has been poor at times. But he turned the heat on last week, and so the assists and stuff like that. He looked like he was interested and really fighting for that short. Look, Mikey Johnson's out on loan. Tilio is out on loan, but he's injured. This is his chance to try and make a statement. He's had to be brought in January for $3.5 million. If he wants to become a good Celtic player and be a fan's favourite, he has to put the work in. This is a massive step from Austrian Bundesliga. I know some people might not rate the Scottish League as really superior to the Austrian Bundesliga, but it is a big step because you're playing in a 60,000 seater stadium. You're playing for one of the biggest clubs in world football, recognised clubs in world football. That's a question. That's not a question. That's a fact. And even Scott Brown even says it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. If we were playing in a bigger league by a mile, look at the amount of support that we'd have. We'd probably have 10 times the amount of support. Like all these Premier League tourist fans. Maeda plays on the left. Obviously, he could have had 5 or 6 goals last week. Obviously hit the crossbar and then a few chances cleared off the line. Dazan looks like he's starting to get to himself. I think it's the new hair. To get him growing his hair back is starting to show. And then obviously I'd start with KYOGO up front. Look, Ida's done well. I've been impressed with Ida, folks. But I think KYOGO, we're in the business end of the season, and we need big game players like KYOGO, especially going to Ibrox when he scored an absolute peach there this season. He's got another few goals there as well, but in previous seasons. But yeah, KYOGO has to start tomorrow. It's not the end of the world if he goes with Ida or O. Yang and O were selected for the South Korean squad as well, folks. Just a little update as well if you haven't seen that. I just want to say as well, I've seen the news the other day about Neil Lennon's son getting threatened by a report. It was a guy in Dumbarton in one of the bars saying, "Tell me your address," and he's under around And he said, "Why?" He goes, "So I can send bullets to you." Absolute disgusting behaviour. Disgusting behaviour. I hope the police get this sorted, and I hope this guy, gets punished for them remarks. That is absolutely disgusting. Does he not understand what that family have been through? It is absolutely traumatic. It's disgusting behaviour. And I hope he gets jail time for it. I really do. That is disgusting what I read about it. But yeah, let's kick on with the comments, folks. 121 people tuning in. Subscribe. No harm. It's a Friday night. There's the River Liffey behind me, folks. I wish I was home for Paddy's Day, but at the same time, it was either Paddy's Day or Celtic. It's going to be Celtic. The price of flights from Glasgow to Dublin for this weekend's madness. So if you're one of them folks jumping off to Dublin for Paddy's Day, enjoy it. Take a trip into Padder Brown's, the best Celtic pub in Dublin. Best Celtic pub going. In the Emerald Isle, I think they're the rock. Some people disagree, but I don't care. These are all types of opinion. I hope Celtic does a wee Fergus McCann. Remember what happened to Ferry? Not Celtic related. Does anyone like the new Scotland top? I think it's a nice top, to be honest with you. Even the away one's nice. Let's see. I love that New Balance lime green. It's class in it. It's an absolute belter of a top. Evelyn's enough against Livy. Let's see. Get further down. Sorry, going back from comments. Hell, Dundas. I hope you're doing well. St. Patrick and Benfica kept the snakes out of Ireland. 100%. 100%. Not Neil Podrick. But I watched the game last night. Brutal standard of football from both teams. But yeah, good to see Benfica knock them out, because they were that deluded that they were buying hotels, and it was only the last 16, and they were buying hotels for May. Different level, different breed they are. Honestly, different breed. How's it going, Daniel? Hope you're well. Just want to have a quick sup of this. I said, if you want to join the membership, feel free. Dougie, how are you getting on? Spot on glove. What did glove say? Let's see. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. We did say that already. Matt O'Reilly getting back in the Danish squad will cheer him up. I just think the whole Atletico Madrid rumours kind of just his confidence, his performances dropped a bit. Now look at every player has bad performances, and that's okay. And I'm sure they'll bounce back, and that's what they're here for. But some fans are just really critical on players where they have this one particular bad performance, and the club drop points, and it's like that player is scarred in their head forever. Back the team, folks. Back the team. Yes, we wanted a bit more quality in January, and it was embarrassing that we didn't go out and be productive in the market. And the manager was calling it for months upon months, and the fans knew it from like October that there wasn't enough quality brought in. And I actually quite worry about the summer, regardless if we win the league or not. I don't think, well, even if we win the league, I think we're not going to spend, and if we don't win the league, they're definitely going to use that money as kind of parachute revenue, because if we don't get into the Champions League. So, folks, if we weren't in to win the league, if just argument's sake we don't win the league, which I hate saying these words, we have to play 4 games to get into the Champions League. But let's back our team, and hopefully we do win the league. There's a lot to play, a lot of points to be played for. There's 2 Glasgow derbies in there. It's just Brendan Rodgers better get his tactics right and better kick them players up the arse and get them fighting for that short, because I see Alexandre Bernabé eventually arrived in Brazil almost like 3 weeks later. He ended up missing his original flight, his connecting flight from Amsterdam. What an absolute disaster that guy is. Seriously, I honestly believe he's a headless chicken. Really believe it. At the same time, we let Abada go for, I thought, decent money, around 10 million. He was going to contribute anyway, so it was the best thing that we did let Abada go. And I know it feels like a long time ago. It feels like 2 months ago since Abada's left, and he's playing for the Crown now, which is Charlotte FC. I think this might hit us back in the face, folks. With Abada going and Bear the Bay going. I know Bear the Bay didn't play much games, but having that cover now, we don't have left back cover. The only left back we have besides Taylor could play there is Mitchell Frame, and we could play Ralston there as well. We could play Scales there, but he's not going to play Scales there. He won't play Scales left back. Though we can, that's where he started his career as left back, or he can play. He originally started as defensive midfielder and left back for UCD and them Rovers. So yeah, we'll keep chatting away, folks. This is a pretty decent podcast night. But that was my team. Hart and goal, Johnstone, Taylor, Carter Vickers, Welch. I would love to see Lagerbielke get a sniff, but I think he's going to go for Welch, be honest. Awate, Bernardo, MOR, couldn't call it MOR, Cohen, Maeda, and KYOGO, you know. Yeah, Kawabashi's still with us. He knocked down a low move to Helsinki, the team that Conor Hazard played for a couple of seasons ago. So Kawabashi's still with us. Do you know, the 5 games Kawabashi played, we never lost. That's a fact. So yeah. One game, I think there was one game, there was one derby game. That was it. Berna is a drug mule. Look, the thing about, I'll always say this, these South American players, they're very good at attacking, but when it comes to defending, it's like they're missing that style. They're missing that trait in their play because they're so good at attacking, like bombing up the flank. Yeah, the 3-0 game. That's the only one that we lost. I think it was 6 games he played for Celtic, and then we won 5, and then that one. You could correct me on that, but yeah, okay. We were terrible that day at Ibrox. We were absolutely terrible that 3-0 game. Sure, they were going on like they won the league, like they already think they have, but they're not going to be winning the league. We're going to be winning the league. So yeah, sure, they thought they were in the Europa League in Dublin already, but yeah, like they did not realise the likes of Benfica is a decent team that are, like, you know, former European champions. Some quality players Benfica have, you know. At Di Maria, I know he's in his final days of his career, but he's still a good player. Like, Bayern Leverkusen, Roma, Liverpool, Milan, and they think in their deluded heads that they were going to get past these teams. Mad stuff. But we're here to talk about Celtic. I'm just putting it out there. Yeah, they claim that they fly the flag for Scottish football in Europe, but come on, they're playing in a competition below that what Celtic were playing in. Yeah, Celtic got smashed in the Europa League, or not the Europa League, the Champions League, and just weren't good enough. You know, it's all a learning day. You know, the Champions League, the quality is well superior than Europa League. Yet there's some really decent teams that come down from the Champions League into Europa League. But look, we need to focus on getting the league this season and cleaning up this mess that we started. Like dropping these points, being 8 points clear, and then dropping that lead. Like, it's madness. But we'll get it together. Definitely get it together. I think when Callum comes back, it's gonna be a difficult game at Livingston. Really difficult game. Always at the Tony Macaroni. Hopefully we'll get the 3 stands for that. Obviously Martindale will be out for revenge after us knocking them out of the cup. You know, and they at one point they thought they were actually gonna do us. And it was just really frustrating football to watch out when they scored that second goal. But yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so was I, but look, it is what it is. They're out. We just need to focus on ourselves. We don't need to think about results around us or above us or whatever. We just need to focus on ourselves. At the end of the day, winning games, winning whatever is in front of us. If it's every game is like a cup final. I've been saying that since October. Every game is a cup final because the demand is so high. And let's talk about St. Johnstone. St. Johnstone are 9th in the league at the moment. They've won 1 game in 5. 1 game in 5, and that was Aberdeen at McDermott Park 2-0. I'm just gonna look at the results again. The recent teams they played. I know they're 9th in the league. Have a look. So going off the last 6 games, they played Motherwell back in January, the end of January. They drew 1-1 at McDermott Park. Then they went down and played Ross County away, and they beat Ross County. And so this is the 6th, right? They lost to Hearts at home. They lost to Dundee away. They got hammered by Rangers 3-0. They were poor that day. First half, they actually weren't that bad. The second half, they just fell shy. St Mirren beat them 2-0 in Paisley. They actually beat Aberdeen away in Bataudry. Sorry, I thought it was actually in McDermott Park. And then they drew 1-1 with Livy. So yeah, like they'll probably escape relegation. But we'll get there. Let's see what Plunge says. No chance, guys. You saw the light how I was when they got knocked out. But yeah, we should beat them. So there is 131 people tuning in. So do subscribe to the channel. We're pushing for the 18,000 subscribers. We're at 17.2 now. So if you could even press that button, as I said, I'll be doing more daily content this week. Try get a podcast in tomorrow morning before I head to Paradise, and I'm expecting Celtic to beat these 2-1 tomorrow. I just think it's going to be a tight game. They're fighting to stay up in the league. They sussed us out earlier on the season, and let's be honest, have we gone stride to stride since that draw? Not really. I think some of the games we've really struggled to finish teams, as you seen last week. But yeah, we're getting the job done. But we'll see. I think they'll score from a set piece against us. I still think we're vulnerable, and hopefully we don't have KYOGO on the back post or in the wall. I just don't get that. I really don't get that. It frustrates me. Levine is. Craig Levine will park the bus 100%. Like I don't blame any team coming to Celtic Park and park the bus. That's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be saying. Look, park the bus, let them have as much possession as they want, but just have the 10 men, have them 10 outfield players in your own half, and then they'll try Hills in the counter attack. Jeff is saying A2. No, Jeff. Definitely not, but not definitely A2. No way, not a chance, man. If you're that confident, go to the bookies and put it on. If you're that confident. Smell of Glove says they seem like to get momentum domestically by winning in Europe, so I'm glad they're out. I would have rather kept them in it, to be honest, for another round, because it would have been 2 games closest to the derby, and I would have burnt them out going towards the derby. But look, it's always a laugh as well when you get knocked out, especially with that banner. That banner was gas. And then I've seen so many pictures last night of the bus, and then the burnt out bus and all, and the damaged busts. I was just like, what the hell? Some laugh, some banter, some absolute banter. Never know. Hopefully we're not playing Thursday night football next season. Fingers crossed we're not. And I think it will be a learning curve for Celtic as well, and if they were in the Europa League. But we're not gonna downgrade ourselves just yet to Europa League. We have a lot of football to be played this season to get into the Champions League and secure this 60 million kitty. But yes, will we see the 60 million kitty? So you're probably wondering, right? Usually the leaked pictures of the Celtic jerseys usually start doing rounds around March and April. I think with Adidas, with that concept jerseys, I think we're going to be looking at a design going down around after the hip. They're going back to the version of 2006. So if you type in 2006 Adidas team crest, that's the kind of design they're going for. with the jerseys Adidas are. This will be a final year of Adidas. I don't know if they're going to renew the contract. They probably will, because the amount of money that the fans are pumping into the merchandise, because they're bringing out 5 jerseys a season, as I said at the start of the podcast. So yeah, no one's chatting. Everyone's just looking at the podcast. No one's commenting. It'd be good to get the comments in, especially these Facebook folk. Let's see what Dennis says. Delighted to see Atate and Cal Mack and CCV all training. As far as I know, I think Palmer's out tomorrow as well, and the Roski's out as well tomorrow with Scales. It's a good point. It's a good point, Kaiser. You know, I don't think we could win the Europa League. Honestly, if we built a squad, I honestly feel we don't. I know you might say, well, look at that lot. They got to the final 2 or 3 years ago. I just think Celtic are nowhere near a Europa League, like a challenging team to go on and win that Europa League. I just think there's not enough players, not enough experienced players. The difference between ourselves and them is they have the experience of playing latter stage, semi-finals, quarterfinals, finals in European competitions. We get to group stages and get smashed FIFA scores. Well, wasn't too bad this season, except Atletico Madrid won away. I'm too busy looking at 2006 Adidas tops. Oh man, we obviously bring that one out a couple of years ago. The black one, I'll get it now. Show you now. Let's have a look. See if we find this top. Nah. 2 seconds. I actually really like this top. I have this top actually. It's actually in the wash at the moment, drying because I wore it out the other day. Just 1 second now. I'll put it on the screen for you. We'll go over it. We'll recap over the merchandise that came out already. Why is that not in there? Hold on 1 second. God, I'm so rusty because I haven't done this in like literally a week. Oh, I think it's loading now. Hold on. No, it's definitely not. It's not you. I'll come up. But anyways, it's the black one that we basically warmed up against Hearts in it. It's the black one with the kind of neon green stripes, and it has a bit of white in it as well. 2 seconds, folks. It's annoying me because I can't show you. Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Right, there's 133 people tuning in. So it's basically this one, folks. I don't know if it's going to come on because of the green screen, but this one here. This is going to be basically the concept of the jerseys this season coming out. You're probably going to get this kind of concept with the home one. So more likely, the home one will have white going down it in this bit here. It's going to be the same going down as well. You'll probably have shades of green. It's just with the green screen, you can't really see it, but yeah. So that particular top, we're going to have that's the 2006 team grist. What Adidas used for the 2006 World Cup in Germany. So yeah, we'll see what the crack is. I like that concept. I think it's nice. He's obviously seeing the Scotland stuff as well. Never break the hoops. They've broken the hoops before. They broke the hoops in 2014 with the pinstripes. The Nike one, the Magnus one. They broke the hoops with New Balance as well. So they broke the hoops in Ange's first season as well with the pin going through it. But yeah, we're actually going to talk about Daniel Kelly and Rockavata. Obviously, they're in advanced talks. There's like Anthony Joseph talked about it the other day discussed on his socials that Daniel Kelly is in advanced talks for a new deal. I know there's interest from Red Bull. There's in Germany, you know. Oh, thanks very much. Appreciate it. Of course, you're allowed, and just be respectful. At the end of the day, it's a football podcast. If you want to start being any form of sectarian or bitter towards me and the team, I'll just remove you. Simple as that. At the end of the day. But you see what all the other podcasts, you see what all the lads and all these big YouTubers, and they all have opposite teams, people watching it from opposite teams. I don't mind that. Yeah, they did break it on. They broke it in 2001. They did, but it was nice. That jersey was nice though. I have that jersey inside. I absolutely love that jersey. The material in it, you know, class, absolutely class. Can't wait for KYOGO to scout them again. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. You know, no marching in Stowhaven. Yeah, that's it. What jersey would you like to see Celtic bring out as a away jersey next season? Would you like to see them go? Will Adidas actually go out and actually get the Bumblebee and bring this Bumblebee jersey, or do you think it's going to be yellow? Imagine they bring out the Bumblebee. I think they might go all white again. We used white. You had a white kit back in Andrew's first season when the crest was in the middle, where I had the pink pinstripes going down it with the green. I actually like that top. I do really like that top, but it's comfortable. Lime green, Love Street 86. We already brought out the Love Street with a remake of Love Street in the season back in 2020, our first year. I actually think it's a really nice top. So 1 second now. I know some people are watching this, they don't care about the kits. They don't bother buying them, but I obviously try to get as much kits each season as I can. I have the black one. I have the home one. I have the anniversary hoops one. But I don't have the actual I don't have the tour jersey. It's still growing on me. Probably try to get it by the end of the season. I don't know why I can't get these pictures to save. It's just not saving at all. Typical. Just typical. Let me see. Try to get this stop now. Now, see will this work. Ta-da! So, Smell the Glove is ass and lime green, Love Street 86. This is what they brought out. Adidas already brought this out. I actually like the cuffs on the arms. I thought the arms were actually really nice. I thought the V-neck was nice. I thought it was actually a really comfortable jersey as well to wear. Liked it. I wish that it's obviously the season that we had was shocking, but it's a nice top. We were actually against St. Mirren away a couple of times. We ended up winning them games as far as I remember. But yeah, as long as it isn't grey or pink. I have that top. I have that New Balance jersey. I thought it was absolutely disgusting when he brought it out, but I was in the Celtic store in Dublin and I ended up buying it for like €25 and I got it in long sleeve and it's actually one of the most comfortable jerseys I actually own. It's a nice top. I actually like it. I actually like the top. It's growing on me. It's like the 93 jersey or the 91 jersey, not the CR Smith, the Ford People's jersey. A lot of people don't like that top. A lot of people are so against it. I think it's lovely. I think it's a vintage jersey, vintage top. Celtic, I think it was 1991. Ford People's. That's a remake. Hold on. It's a remake of that jersey. That's the real one there. Let's see. Now A lot of people don't like it because it obviously brings back bad memories and stuff like that, and that's understandable. Completely understandable. We're very superstitious people, aren't we? Won't wear a certain jersey. Yeah, the top. I end up getting a pre-order. And obviously that Friday, put my name in the mix, paid it, and then I have a replica one as well, real one and a fake one. So there you go. There, I love this top. I think this top's an absolute cracker. I know some people are like, Keith, that's manky. I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't paint the gaff in that. I actually like that jersey. I really like that top. Comfortable as hell. I love the buttons on the top of it, on the collar. Absolute beast of a top. But yeah, let's look at this here. As I said, my prediction for tomorrow, I'm gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna fancy Maeda getting a double tomorrow. I think Maeda will get a double. I love this jacket. As I said, I wish they brought out a top like this, an actual jersey like this. I think it'd be gorgeous, really nice with the orange on it. And just said he had a bit of white stripes going down the arms or something. But yeah, it's nice. Really like it. Like this as well. I actually like this hoodie. I think it's really nice. As I said, I'm not a fan of these bottoms. I think they're absolutely minging. I think they're disgusting. I just don't like them. Like, I have a pair of the dark green bottoms from a couple of years ago, and I thought they were nice with the green shades going down them, lighter green shades. But this is nice. I like this. I thought Matt O'Reilly wore this well. And then there you go. There's the actual top there. Still prefer this one all day. This one all day, every day. I think this one is just nice. I just prefer the collar. I just prefer. The thing is that I don't know. Like as I said, I haven't bought this top yet, and I don't know. Does the tricolour go all the way around the sleeves, or does it stop like the one here where it kind of stops? Let me know if you actually have this top, and what's it like? Is it comfortable? It's like a stain in the carpet. It's class. I loved it. I actually love that top. I have a replica of it. I don't have the real deal. I wouldn't spend 150. I wouldn't spend 150 quid on a jersey. The only jersey I'd spend 150 quid on would be a real centenary one, like a proper real one from the centenary days, not these remake ones. But yeah, 100%, Katrina. Bring back the Celtic shop in Dublin. Love that shop. The staff were so nice in that shop as well. Very helpful. I remember the dark green jersey and just first season started getting shreds in it within the first week, and they took it back and gave me a brand new one. Really nice, really good customer service as well. So yeah, really good shop. They had to close it down, just down to, as far as I know, it's down to Brexit. And then JD obviously came in with a contract as well, and there wasn't much, like there was more online sales than anything else. Obviously, COVID affected the shop as well. I wouldn't be spending 150 anything. Some people do. Some people go out and spend 300 quid on like collector jackets and stuff. Or stuff back in the day. So yeah, KYOGO will score tomorrow. Hopefully, fingers crossed he does. So 147 people tune into my podcast tonight. I'm going to stay on for another 2 minutes. I'm going to check the screen. I'm going to check my YouTube studio. I was on 17,000, and we haven't gone up one subscriber since, folks. Could you subscribe to the channel? We really appreciate it if you could go on and just give me 1 second, get rid of that thing. I want to see that go up, folks. I just won't be able to see it because of the green screen. But I want to see that go up even one. It'd be appreciated. All you have to do is go down to the bottom if you're watching on YouTube and just press subscribe. If you're on Facebook, I'll give you the link now. I'll do all the work for you. You just basically have to just press two clicks and you're subscribed. You know, I can't force you to subscribe to the channel, but it'd be appreciated if you could subscribe. You know, help a team out. So let me see. A lot of you already have. Let's see. Thanks very much. Smell the glove. What do you think of the Celtic 1999 away jersey? Is that the black one with the kind of neon stripes going down it, with the Umbro and the NTL? 1 year's Umbro, one's NTL. I think it's a nice top. I like the colour on it. And they're giving away to one of my mates. I really like that top. Really comfortable. So there it is there, folks. Come on, the Hoop Celtic. Just go on to that. Press subscribe. It'd be appreciated. I don't want to see that go up by even one. It'd be just a waste. It'd be a waste of a podcast if I don't even get any new subscribers off it. So yeah, there's one new subscriber. Thank you. Cheers. Appreciate it. Whoever done that. Sound. Real legend. So yeah, tomorrow 2-1. Got my 8 double. I'd love to see Daniel Kelly start tomorrow, but he's not going to start with Daniel Kelly. Daniel Kelly will come off the bench. Rockavata hopefully be on the bench as well. Hopefully he features. I think Nicholas Gunn will start. Maeda will start. KYOGO will start. I think bring Ida on in the second half. I think St. Johnstone will hold the fort, but I think we'll break them down. We need a bit of physicality, especially in the second half when they're getting borne down. And this is the thing about Ida is Ida's obviously taller than KYOGO. He's better in the air. You see the goals he scored in the air. The goal against Motherwell in the air, and then the goal against Dundee as well. The 2 headers. So we have an aerial threat there, which we would be missing most of the season. So I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him obviously contribute and come on. I don't know what the situation, but I think will be gone this summer. I've said this so many times in this channel. I think a loan move for would be ideal, like a Kilmarnock, St. Mirren. Kwan's doing well over there at the moment. But yeah, cheers. Thanks very much. Fair play. I know you're a Chelsea and Rangers fan, but at least you subscribed. How are Adidas making these tops? Who are Adidas making these tops for, Keith? Pinstripes. I don't know, man. I just think they go into Celtic Park, and they'll probably give them a catalogue of concepts, and whoever's the person that calls the final shots on these tops opts in. So yeah, I find it strange that you can go from 73 quid in a year when it was 10% inflation to bring it down to 55% or 55 pounds. 55 pounds, and the quality looks cheaper as well. But anyways, folks, I'm gonna jump off. I might jump on tomorrow morning before I head to the game. If I see any of you there, I'll say hello. Don't be afraid to say hello as well. I just really appreciate everyone supporting the channel from Facebook, from X, and from YouTube. There's 132 people tuning in on X tonight. So that's really good to see, folks. As I said, if you're on X, please do subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. It's the same name. Just go on and do it, But I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. See you all soon. Take care of yourselves. Good luck to Celtic tomorrow. Hell.